Man has a fetish for women in diapers. I like what I like. There's that kind of fetish. But also a fetish is some kind of statue or item that is supposed to be imbued with magical power. That's the fetish we're looking for. And I think the stairs lead over there. I was going to see what the biggest fetish market in the voodoo capital of the world looks like. It's not very pretty. Hold your breath because it gets intense really quick. We immediately get into trouble. They don't like cameras or foreigners at these places. Our guides try and make the peace. So generally these sorts of things are very difficult to film because fetish and voodoo and all this kind of shit isn't exactly accepted worldwide. As well as West Africa, as we'll see, has a big history of slave trading. And there's always the assumption that people, especially like white people, come here and they exploit you. They take your stuff. And so here people are very afraid to be on camera. They don't like it. They wonder what you're doing. They get very angry very quickly. They're nice people, honestly. They just have a tough history and they don't exactly trust outsiders. And honestly, for Ben and I, we're definitely outsiders. We look like outsiders. They don't know who we are. They don't know what we're going to do with these videos. So generally, we've got into a lot of problems filming. However, we've got local contacts. We try to make it work. Right now, we're running into another problem, which is trying to capture these really unique things and show them to you guys. We can normally get over this hurdle, but he was pretty angry at us. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Stay tuned. We back in action, boys. Check out what we got here. An entire zoo. Crazy. There's some shit here that is definitely endangered. And some that I'm a bit shocked to see that I didn't expect. Rattlesnakes, probably know what that is. We've got all sorts of birds, all sorts of different frogs. Oh, this is a head of a crowned crane. An incredible bird found only in Africa. Wild shit. And a whole horse head, still with the bits. A little bit sticky. Baboon paw? It's too close to human, isn't it? That goes all the way back. This is just the front door. Dude, we got Ratchet Guardians of the Galaxy. Rocket. It's a raccoon. Yeah, I didn't even think raccoons are from here, man. We continue with our very strange shopping list. This is Berna, the priest's son. He helps me with our shopping list. That's it. That's our crockhead. I wonder if Skeeter Ray could cook this. So this would be one of the fetishes, which means there's a spirit inside, and that's why we come here to grab these different items. They look like dried animals and skulls and bits to us, but each piece has a spirit. We bring these to a voodoo shrine, the voodoo priest, which is his father, that releases the spirit from inside. The screaming duck. No, this is maybe to make a love potion. How is it? Close. Get your lovers close in fact. Never divorce. I think the duck died while making love. One of the shopkeepers explained the use for the crane and the baboon. Alright, so for both of them you make a soap. You make a soap and you wash the entire body. One is for health and one is for power, I guess. The crowned crane head and also the baboon paw. I mean, my soap, I'm used to like pine and lavender. Well, here it's crane and baboon hands. So maybe the next Fearlessly Farm merch will be baboon hands and scented soap. Look at this. Hornbill head. This is a bird, right? Its eye was there, its beak was here, and it's got this horn in the front. Extremely rare bird. Crazy shit, man. It's difficult to film here. Many don't want to show us what they're selling, but we joke around and make friends, and they realize we're just here to learn and have fun, not judge. Sorry, this is the hello and goodbye in Bennett. Ready? Cat? No. I almost pulled his finger off. Berna finds us the next item on our list. Barn owl. That's our Azehe. They believe that witches turn into birds, and that if you use a potion with witches, This is one of the coolest creatures in the world. Let me show you why. So chameleons here, they dry them and they grind them into powder to make a good luck potion. This one, luckily, is still alive. He probably isn't going to have a good fate, but that's how it is sometimes. You just gotta stomach it. It breaks my heart a little bit to see so many that are dead. But as far as like what Mother Nature's done with animals, this thing is like a freak show in the best way possible. Number one, their eyes can move independently of each other. So one's looking at me, one's probably looking at you. They can look two different directions at exactly the same time. It's crazy. People think they can change color, right? And they do, but it's not really to camouflage. It's mostly to show off to a mate or to tell us to get the hell out of here. So you can see some yellow spots. It'll turn black if it's scared, but generally it doesn't change to orange and purple and all these colors that you see. Also, their hands, look at that. They're like little crab claws almost. They've got a really, really tight grip. And perhaps coolest of all, they can stick their tongue out almost the length of their entire body. They see a fly or a cricket and they go wakak, and they can grab it because at the end is almost like a boxing glove or something that can wrap around and pull things back into their mouth. One of the coolest creatures on the planet. Also apparently gives you good luck. Then we have a bit of a miscommunication. See, what's fricas? Fricas. Oh, eficaz, efficiency. Mais c'est como le como eficaz. No, but this is for like the potion. Sí, pero no. Yes, that's not for that. So this is the makeup perfume to get the ladies. Then we have something else you make to keep the ladies. You know what I mean? Ben, watch your step, dude. We have 4 donkey ankles and someone who, it's like the movie Seven, you know? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Whoa. Hey, what's that? Then we encounter something that makes even me uncomfortable. Gorillas. No way. All right. More problems. Cut the cameras. We'll fix it later. It's gorilla. I thought it was baboon. It's gorilla. Oh, I didn't think my first time seeing gorillas would be like this. As a biologist, it hurts my heart. But as a traveler, I can't help but be a little spellbound by finding a market where we can see the things that tourists never do. Gorilla heads, gorilla hands, and also a basket of squirrel heads. It's gotta be like 30 in there. Imagine like, do you have Halloween here? Do you know Halloween? Where the kids go door to door and you give them, so maybe we'll have a bag of these. The kids reach in, everybody screams, we laugh. Oh, a man just dropped off a bucket of live scorpions. Also, ils sont dangereux. Bien sûr, oui. Very venomous. So, good for pranking friends then. We'll take them all. Put them in a bag. Next, we get an interesting offer. Do I want to buy some horse stick? Well, what is this about? What is it used for? What? No, what? What is this? Can you see this? Are you doing like biceps for strong muscles? No. Strong biceps. No. Down with. Down to make it strong. Like your elephant trunk. No. You know what I'm saying about? For potency. Yeah. For efficacy. You have. Yeah, let's buy some. How much? I mean, 5,000. That's like $10, $9. Ben and I are sharing a room for this whole trip. So if it works, Ben will know. You're not 19 anymore, buddy. You might need some help. Yeah, let's buy it. Let's get some more stick. Yeah. Un, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que tu veux un también aussi? Papa. Deux pipis de chevaux. Por favor. Merci beaucoup. These are, if I had to add, these are a gift from my friend. Yes. Add to the house. So this wood is to make it extra hard.
Yeah, extra hard. So it's for you, not for you. You carry it in the water, add the other thing you add.
It's deadly serious.
You need it for 3 days. Then I want to see the result.
I want
Wash it thoroughly. Wash it.
2,
You carry it.
3 et 5 et tout. Merci mon frère. We're told that we have to mix it all in a bottle of gin. I've never made an aphrodisiac before, but we'll mix this with our roots and our phallus. With our shopping list complete, we head back to home base. This one or this one? We're back in the hotel room. Felt kind of weird doing this in the lobby. I don't know. We just want to make sure we got everything for the ritual. Bernard is the voodoo priest's son, and he'll be taking all of this to Bofa, where we'll be doing the ceremony in 2 days. And this is the last final check to make sure we got everything we need for the ceremony, including our. This is the Azihe. One dried owl. Check. Arlota. Damn. Ayope. There's just some seeds, it looks like. One python head, which was not on the list. This is the parakeet. A bunch of dried animals, some cola nuts, and some white beads. I think that's everything we need. Alors, in 2 jours, on va faire le rituel. Okay, my final test. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! All right, stay safe. My bed is gonna smell like something terrible happened, but that's okay. And we'll make sure no one uses this towel, because you'll probably smell kind of funky. After the rush, it all starts to sink in. All right, so listen, we saw some intense shit today, and it's only the beginning of the video, by the way. We still have a lot more to go. But, I mean, dude, seeing the gorillas there, did not expect that. Expected maybe, an armadillo. Pangolin is something that's quite endangered that I thought we might see, but I did not expect to see something like a gorilla. Gorillas aren't even from here, you know what I mean? It's tough because these are endangered animals. These are animals that there's very few left, and they're obviously very much related to us. And seeing them chopped up for body parts for fucking black magic is really hard to see. However, if you've been on this channel for a while, you know that we see things that challenge us, right? And it's not always fair to call things gross or weird and throw stones of judgment. Part of being a traveler and part of being a video journalist, but if you do like to travel, is keeping an open mind and keeping an open heart. We don't know how this all works. I don't agree with killing endangered animals. I don't promote it. I was shocked to see it just as you were, but we have to understand that's a bigger story here. Maybe I'll never think it's okay, but first let's learn the story, let's meet the people, and then from there we can make our own decision about how the world works. Kicking up a fuss, trying to shut the place down, it doesn't make this stuff go away. A greater understanding makes these things change, not one tourist kicking dust and making a fuss, right? We're here to learn, and as these things grow and the world starts to see, then maybe things can change if they're appropriate to change. But my role is just to show and experience and learn with an open mind and open heart, and I hope that you, the viewer at home, follow suit. Thank you. So, with that in mind, let's continue the adventure. Yesterday was a good, productive day, and after a good night's sleep, we talked with Baile, who convinces us to take it easy and invites us to his favorite place for breakfast. Want to see a restaurant in rural Africa? Ooh, check out this pork spot. I mean, I like eating rats with my hands as much as the next guy, but sometimes bacon is welcome. Every day, they butcher a pig in the morning, and all of those juicy little pig bits, and I mean all of them, go on the grill. And people line up from near and far to grab the fresh meat here roasted on the barbecue. And there was a huge line here when we first got here, and it's only been getting bigger. Baile, we have the finest pork in Benin. This, which is fudge, right? Like
It's like
corn porridge.
Corn porridge. Exactly. And then you have just do like this.
You play with it,
Yeah.
you massage
like
it,
that, and then,
touch it.
Okay. And then you come maybe Here, we have the sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Have to do like that.
Say wow. Wow.
Okay. And you eat it.
Wow.
Okay.
Spicy.
Spicy, right? Then you can take one plate.
What about this?
Yeah. Just pepper.
And the onions?
Oh yeah. You can just cut pepper.
Okay. Pork.
You still have one loose end from the market, though. A special potion that might arouse your interest.
Welcome to Ben and Mike's cooking show. We've got some biltong, some horsecock, some tree I don't even know, and a bottle of gin. These are 2 roots from 2 trees. We have to split this up into small pieces. That works so well. I know exactly. It's the hook shape, man. It gets right in there. Yeah. So we got to chop up the pieces of wood. They go in the bottle. We put the phallus in there too. It'll probably need to get chopped up into small pieces. And that all goes in here with gin. We let it sit for a couple days, and apparently, magic happens. We'll test that later. First, we gotta cut it up. Watch out. Go get spicy. Oh, yep, broke the glass. Let's make sure no glass got in there. Looks alright. I'd say take a sip, but you'll lacerate your labia. See, the Mayan koa, aka the Mayan machete, is a hook shape and is made from the suspension of trucks. Also pierces a towel very effectively, and even the floor. Whoops. I think I'm just gonna shave it into pieces, bro. Right in the face. If this drink hits right, I'm gonna be hitting my own face soon. Hey Mom, just got to Africa. Oh, that's great. What did you and Ben get up to? You know, made aphrodisiac boner potions in the bathroom. Do we have to cut up the horse? Okay, we thought he said don't cut it. Don't cut it? Yeah. Poor horse, mate. No, I'm assuming it was already dead first. Right?
Yeah. So before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
We call for help.
Hey, Bailey, how's your dinner? Do we have to cut up the horse penis, or do we put the whole penis in by itself? I've got experience putting things like this in holes like that.
Offering has concluded. Now we are led to the back to offer our fetishes from the market to the gods.
Boys and girls.
The second offering begins, and it reminds me, a traveler's mind yearns for both sides of the story, knowing the answers are always complicated, that nothing is black or white. I don't expect all to understand, and I don't expect all to support, but the true travelers know there is wisdom in the dark cracks, where the uninitiated fear to look. Bigotry is the poison in our world today, the inability to see it any other way than our own. I might not always agree, I might not always participate, but I will always watch, listen, and learn. For that is the mind of a true traveler. Phew, we made it through. And now, shots.
We miss you, Skeeter.
C'est fort ça. Vous êtes fort. Facile.
Rien. Rien te touche, hein?
L'homme fort.
Ah, l'homme fort.
Oui, l'homme fort.
À Bénin, qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Pas santé, mais qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Pas santé? Santé? Ok. Bon appétit.
Bon appétit. L'homme fort.
Rien de touche-moi aussi. Ok, see.
After giving the fetishes, Ben and I return to the site of the offering to receive our final blessing. Remember, this is a shrine for Ogun, the god of war and metal. Since many jobs revolve around metal, he is also the god of success in your career. Ben and I receive a blessing for success as we sit silently in front of the priest. Like at the previous shrine, we need to see if the blessing is received by tossing cola nuts on the ground. The blessing is accepted by the gods. The voodoo ritual and the blessing are over. Okay, we've been invited back for if we ever need to do another prayer, another ritual. We are welcome back for a second round. He said tomorrow, next week, next year, we know when we can come back. Good to have friends in faraway places, right? A wild ride in a wild country. While graphic, you can't deny the world is a fascinating place. These rites and rituals amaze me. The world still has magic if you choose to look for it. And if you're here with us on Fearless and Far, I know you have a true adventurer's spirit. Now, wasn't that insane? This trip was put together by our friends at Last Travels. They're hooking us up with trips here in Benin, Cameroon, Nigeria, and if you're looking for the real deal, go no farther. Check them out on Instagram. Information's all below. I am Mike of Fearless and Far, the most adventurous channel on YouTube. You saw Ben on the camera. We are your adventure companions. Come with us around the world. We'll show you stuff you've never seen before. See you in the next adventure.